Michi's problem with making friends. You know what? It's like we're turning into a Michi reaction channel as many times I've been watching this girl.
Indie
Cancel this,
VTubing.
cancel that. Michi, no one cares enough to have beef with you, let alone put in enough effort
Facts,
to
bro.
over your spineless torso, empty brain
What?
balls.
That's it.
Smile.
You know what? First
Bro, this is the most based Michi fan I've ever seen.
of all, thumbs. First of all,
Most
yeah.
base.
Hold on, asking my manager to form a tweet longer for me. Oh, I'll sound so
I thought she was gonna say form an opinion for me.
bad. Okay, the reason I'm a VTuber is because I think a lot of people, and it's not just me, I've seen a lot of people say this, like, why do you choose to be a VTuber? It's because I'm a man. It's actually because I'm a 40-year-old man, and being a VTuber allows.
Bro, you can have so much fun just being a VTuber compared to being a flesh tuber. Like, Michi acts like a big ass kid, but it's cute because it's a chibi. If it was just her being a big ass kid with her webcam on, people would tell her to grow up.
allows me to
Bro, look at Instagram, bro. Those comments be ruthless, bro. They be like, "Oh my god, imagine acting like this as a adult or some shit like that." I'm like, "Damn, bro, just let people have fun,
be a
bro."
cute anime girl. Period. That's true. Nice. Yeah, chat. What the fuck up, May? Shut your mouth. No, but I'm a VTuber because I just am very camera aware. Like, I'm not camera shy. I'm camera anxious, bro. Like, I don't like cameras and I don't like... I don't like cameras. That's kind of it. Also, it's really nice because you don't have to, like, put makeup when you feel like you're not having a good day today. But that's my reason, right? And a lot of people have said the same. Where it's like camera, like, they don't want to show themselves, so blah.
Even better.
Get to the point of the video.
I am pacifist. So I think everyone has the same. But no, that's not true. Some people, like, I know some people would call it, like, opinionated or whatever, or, like, problematic. I personally just like the word, like, some people everyone has different vibes, and I think that's good. If everyone in the world is like me, the world will be a very boring place, okay? And whether you like it or not,
The world would be on fire, bro.
chat, controversy sells. Like, drama works. Controversy works.
100%.
Like, it's really hard to find someone that really grew from non-problematic things. Let's be real with you. And I don't mean this in a
Damn. Someone that hasn't. Well, I don't. You know what? Let's try and look at it in real life terms, right? Imagine anybody, any single famous person you can think of. Now think, has that person ever had a controversy, right? I feel like a lot of people do. At least online entertainers, right? Maybe I don't know. I honestly couldn't tell. I could not personally name you one person that's famous and it doesn't have a single controversy. I couldn't tell you, brother.
bad way. I just mean this in a more
Everybody's
like,
been
maybe
in
I am
something.
close-minded, or maybe this is the world I see. But from everyone that I've seen that has, like, blown up or they became more, like, relevant or something, it's usually because they were part of, like, some sort of drama or some sort of controversy. And
Oh, okay. So that's different, right? Well, is she saying the people that blow up, they blow up because of drama? Is that what she's trying to say? Because I thought she was talking about in general. You feel me? Like, just anybody that's famous, like, say Ed Sheeran. Has Ed Sheeran ever been in a controversy? I want to say no, but maybe there's that one person that's like, oh no, there was this one time Ed Sheeran did this, you know?
then they blew up from it. And that's fine, but
But blowing up from controversy versus becoming famous and then having some type of controversy isn't the same thing. So I'm confused I mean, obviously she's talking about people blowing up and becoming famous, and people blowing up, becoming famous is due to controversy. Like, sure, yeah, that happens, but there's people that become famous without it, right? But they get controversy later.
does, for people like me, it makes me very, like, scared. Not in a bad way, but in, like, a aware. You know, like, I'm like, oh man, it's scary because I don't know when they're gonna explode. You know? Like, all my friends are like me. Like, the only friend that I have that is not like me is
KhunShawn.
probably Kuro? Like, Kuro is my one and only friend that is like, he says what he feels. Oh, he says what he feels. And
Oh, that's
I
not
will
normal.
say, he does have a shit like shit word choices, but he
For
says
real.
it like when he doesn't like something, he says it like straightforward. He's like, nah, Chad, I hate that. Period. He doesn't elaborate. He doesn't like say nothing. Just like, I hate that. Dot. Well, you see people like
He's
me where I'm
opinionated.
like, oh, I don't quite like it because blank, blank, blank. However, I
giving
understand
reasons.
where you're coming from. And I do see that it's not something really bad. You know, it's just a me thing. It's just a me thing. So no stress, right? So like, I'll respect you. You respect me? Question mark. Like, I go on a fucking tangent about it. Kuro's just like, nah, I don't like it. Why? I don't know. I just think it's cringe. Dot. Like,
Bro, that's the perfect impersonation, bro.
I feel like he's the only friend I have that's like that. Everyone else that I have, and Quinn.
Quinn
I will say
opinionated
this
as
about
well.
Kuro and Quinn. Those two, like Quinn without Kuro is not like that, bro. I will dox. Oh my god, I will expose. I will expose Quinn right now. Okay, Quinn is only like that if Kuro's there.
No
if
way.
it's with me, Quinn is very like gentle with his words. Very, very.
Michi, he's gentle around you. Bro, I don't think she's ever seen a Quinn Bennett video. I don't think she's ever seen a Quinn Bennett video. She's only hung around the guy. Oh man, Quinn Bennett. He'll tell you what he'll tell you how he feels, bro. He will tell you.
Very
He will
gentle.
tell you
If
how
it's
he
just
feels,
me,
bro.
because
But
I have talked to Just Quinn like one-on-one. He is very, very gentle and he picks his words very well. Like, if I were to be like, hey Quinn, I need you to be honest with me about something, like, what do you think? And he
It
disagrees,
depends.
he's gonna be like, hey, Michi, I see it. I see the vision, blah, 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 blah. It's amazing. I like it. However, you know, if I were you, I might just do this or I might change that. I might also do this. TLDR, he'd change everything. But he doesn't
For
tell
real.
me that. He's just like, it's great. But if I were you, though, I might just like
Bro, that is so fucking it's not, well, I guess that is manipulative, but it's like that's so perfect for somebody that like works in business, right? It's like that's absolutely amazing. However, maybe we could change this, and it's like, bro, you changing the whole thing, but you said it was amazing. What's it? What are the people that are in like the entertainment industry, bro? It's
change just a
perfect.
little bit of the first minute, maybe a little bit of the second minute. I'll change this part of the third minute. I know it's a 3-minute video, but that's the only things I'll change. Like, he's very like gentle. And Kuro, he's that have a tendency to be too brutal, like brutally direct, you know? And no shame on them. Like, I don't think they're bad people. Don't get me wrong. Like, I don't hate them. I don't think they're bad people or anything, but in my head, and I know this is bad, like, I guess it's because of my personality. Sometimes when people can be too, like, open or like when people are too comfortable, especially in public, right? Saying too much things, I get a bit nervous, you know? I generally think it's because, like, I've seen people throw their friends under the bus a bit too much online. And I don't hate it, but I don't quite feel very comfortable with it. Like, it does make
You
me
don't
feel very
hate it?
scared. You know, sometimes when I make VTuber friends, I get very cautious because I'm not saying everyone can do this, but
Bro, you got to remember you're also in the entertainment industry, right? So when you're making friends with people that are entertainers or they want to become more popular or more famous, like, yeah, they're going to do some crazy drastic things that a normal human being probably wouldn't do. They won't just throw you under the bus because it's convenient, because they might get some clout off your name, right? Like, say Michi's in a controversy, and next thing you know, a couple people that are in V Shoujo are like, yeah, I don't like when she did this, I don't like when she did that, but they like never talked about it ever, bro. Ever. But now that Michi is getting in trouble, it's like, oh, if I talk about what I didn't like about her, I'll get some clout. I'll get some more followers. Like, to me, that's some bullshit. You know what I'm saying? If you don't like somebody, just let them know, right? But obviously, if you do that, that's not good for business, right? So a lot of people will pretend, hey, you know, maybe we're cool, no, 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 right? But honestly, I want to know what you guys think about it, because obviously I don't fuck with it. But what do you guys think about it? Would you also do the same thing if somebody was in trouble? You'd like, if you didn't like them. Let's say you didn't like them legitimately, like not friends or fake friends or whatever. Like, if you legitimately didn't like somebody and they were getting in trouble in the public eye, would you dogpile? Like, be for real, bro. Would you do it? And if you have done it, hey, if you done it, you've done it. Like, it is what it is, bro.
You don't know who might do it, right? Like, you don't know who might just like one day switch on you and then throw you under the bus publicly. And it's really awkward. Like,
That's
it's
crazy,
really
bro.
complicated. The fucking like the politics of Twitter is just a confusing thing to to work around. Yeah, some people just use I'm just direct argument to be rude. That's the thing. Like, there are people that
There's an
are,
argument
I
about
will
being
say
direct,
they're just
by
direct,
being
and they
direct,
are
yeah.
willing to change. But there are people that just use that as an excuse. I will agree. Like, sometimes, you know, some people are too comfortable online nowadays to throw their friends under the bus.
Bro, everybody's too comfortable online. I swear. People be saying the most wildest stuff. People be making the most craziest videos. And I'm just like, bruh, that's crazy.
For like a
Why would you
spray
do
of
that?
clout.
Like, why would you record it and then and then upload it? That's the crazy one. It's like, oh yeah, watch me throw this rock and break something. It's like, damn, that's crazy. And then you upload it. Like, bro, why?
And I'm not attacking anyone specifically.
Keep that
Okay,
in the
I
vault,
wish I
bro.
was, but I'm not. So many people have done that, and I've seen so many people do that to the point that sometimes I'm a bit scared. Like, oh my god, the sun just said terrifying. But sometimes I do have a problem like making more friends nowadays than I have in the past. I think long time ago I make friends easier, but nowadays I'm very like more critical, I guess, with who I trust. Like with May, for example.
That's what I was gonna say. What is a friend to you? Like, you can have associates, you can have companions, you can have compadres, right? And then you can have friends. You feel me? Like, not everybody got to be immediately a friend if you guys are associated with each other. Like, to know about somebody's existence, that doesn't make you friends. Having a good conversation with somebody doesn't make you friends. You know, it just makes you close. But I think we need to start looking at friends like the same way we look at girlfriend or boyfriend, right? Like, this is my friend. That means this is somebody that I'm legitimately close with. At least that's what I think. I mean, y'all can keep using it however the hell y'all want to. But I guess that's just how I'm gonna do it, right? And don't get offended if I don't call you my friend. Like, it takes time to become a friend, bro. Like, for real.
At first, I was very like, you know, I was nice. I'm
I'll
always
call
gonna
you
be
a
nice
homie.
to everyone. Like, I'll always give them a chance. But if I would be like, oh my god, chat, the moment I saw May, I trusted May instantly. Fuck no. I was very, very like cautious. I didn't DM May. I didn't talk to May outside of like Minecraft. I was like, okay, I don't know who you are yet, you know? But then over time, as I talked and, you know, I find out who they are and how they think off stream, I realized like, oh, May's a good person and I trust May. It takes time, right? It's just like long time ago, I feel like I would have been like, oh, you're so friendly because of this one game. You're my friend now. Like, I trust you instantly. Nowadays, I take quite a good amount of time to like be more careful. Because something that like is worse when you are a public figure, if someone were to say something about you, right? It's hard for you to defend yourself because at that point, some people will never change their mind. Like, it will always be there. If someone one day were to be like, oh my god, Michi's a horrible person because of this, I'm like, that never happened. And I defend myself, and it's true, it never happened. Some people don't care. Some people would just be like, no, you are a bad person. Period.
Bro, yes. Oh my gosh. It reminds me of this woman. She was in the Smash Bros scene and she sued Zero. Zero was a Smash player, right? She sued him and she was talking about, oh yeah, I'm doing this for blah blah blah. I'm a victim, blah 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 blah. And yeah, she was making Zero look like a terrible person. And you know what Zero did? He didn't say shit online. He didn't tweet back. He didn't make a video saying, nah, that ain't that. He sued her ass. He took her to court, brother. And guess what? He basically won the shit, right? Because they entered into a NDA, basically, like saying, "Hey, we're not going to talk about what happened." Hey, that's a fucking win. She don't get to talk about it, and since he was the one getting treated badly, why the hell would he want to even talk about it? You feel me? So it's like the court of public opinion and the court of real life are not the same thing, and you should 100% take one way more seriously than the other one. Because even though Zero won the lawsuit, till this day, she still talks about, oh no, everything was wrong, blah, 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 but she does it more indirectly so she doesn't get in trouble. Also, she used a lot of people's money and didn't give it back. because whatever. But that's something you guys can look into if y'all want to.
Yet sometimes me responding is not a good idea. Sometimes responding is not a good idea. You just don't know. It's really hard. And aside from that, it really hurts to kind of get thrown under the bus by someone you thought you could trust, especially publicly. Like, I know people nowadays are like, public beef, bah, ha, 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 ha. But that shit does things to the brain, man. Like, that is so scary. Because then you realize, like,
I
who
could only
can you really
imagine.
trust? Especially when it's like, I don't know, when everyone is chiming in and everyone has their own opinions to it. And it's...
I think it would be a good and a bad thing. Like, I feel like, because like I said, it's just the court of public opinion, right? And it depends on, you know, how much you really honestly care about the public opinion, right? Of course it's going to get to you, right? I'm not going to sit here and say like, oh, you know, it doesn't matter. It's just Twitter, blah, blah, blah. Just turn it off. Excuse me. I know that stuff like that obviously affects like the human brain more. Like you can see 100 good comments, but that one bad comment you see will stick into your brain. That's just normal. That's, you know, human life and shit like that, right? So, you know, I'm thinking, you know, at the same time, if something if let's say I feel like somebody is my friend, and then you know, now I'm getting dogpiled by everybody online, and like someone I thought was my friend decided to stab me in the back. You know, of course it's gonna hurt, right? It's like, oh, I thought we were friends. But at the same time, now I know we're not friends. And now whenever like the beef settles down, blah blah blah, I can reevaluate. Okay, what made me think that this person was a friend? What made me think this person was a good friend? You know, was I in the wrong for being trusting of this person, or were they really just a psychopath ready to stab me at the back at any means, right? So there's definitely a good and a bad that comes with it, because I think it'll give you the clarity to say, hey, I thought these people were close to me, they weren't. Now I know, for if I was to ever meet somebody else, hey, this is what I got to look out for, right? Maybe there's some context clues in comparison. But at the same time, that's also trauma, right? So maybe somebody's actually legitimately nice to you, and you think because that last person stabbed you in the back, they might do it too. But y'all let me know what y'all think.
It's it's just like, it's like betrayal, exactly. And it does give you like trust issues. So because of all that, I have a tendency to kind of avoid people that in my eyes they might not even be like this. Just like, I'm just scared that you're kind of a loose cannon. Cannon. Sorry, you're like a loose cannon, right? Like, even if you are justified for doing the things you do, sometimes I just feel like, man, you can keep that to yourself. Like, you don't have to say these things. You don't have to like do these things. You can, and it is justified if you did. I get that, but you don't have to. It kind of scares me, because like, what if one day, like, I trust you with my problems and then I tell you my honest feelings, but all you hear is content? You know, like,
Oh, well, that's fucking terrifying for one. I thought she was gonna say someone would try and like use it to protect you. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, say Michi uh is like, she doesn't like chocolate, and then someone's like, oh yeah, yeah, Michi did this and this, and it involved like cocoa or whatever, and it's like, oh no, that's not true, because she doesn't like chocolate, she told me so. And it's like, yeah, that might absolve her, or whatever this chocolate situation is that I just made up, right? It might absolve her at that, but at the same time, you had to let go some of her private information. You had to let the world know that she doesn't like chocolate, right? And of course, I'm just using this because it's like something small, nothing big. But you can replace chocolate with anything you want to.
complain about a fuck ton of things, right? I complain about my problems. I talk about my issues, but those are my issues. And I choose to say that out loud.
Yeah.
But if I were to confide with someone like off stream about something super private, if I think it's super private, and then they are like, I can say that out loud, you know? Like, I will defend you by doing this and saying it publicly. That's not defending. That's like something that I don't want ever to be said or ever to be known in public. And that's kind of scary. So I will say there are some people that I don't hate. It's just I'm a bit wary. Just a bit wary. You know, until I'm like, oh, I'm sure that you're not gonna, like, you know, use my trauma for content. My trauma, my content! How dare you use my trauma?
My trauma, my content. Man, Michi's so cool, bro.
Kidding, I'm kidding. VTuber, you must be friends with every other VTuber. That's not always true. I wouldn't say someone is bad, someone is good. I think no one is bad. But I don't think everyone is my cup of tea. And that's fine. As I'm not
Bro, she is so pacifistic, middle in the road. You know, if she would have said not everybody is bad, and then she said not everybody is good, I would have been like, okay, cool. But what the hell she just said?
think no one is bad. But I don't think everyone is my cup of tea.
That just makes it seem like, yeah, they are bad, but she doesn't want to say them.
And that's fine. As I'm not dissing nobody. So
Yeah,
in
yeah,
my
yeah,
chat,
yeah,
we
yeah,
don't diss
yeah.
other people too much. You
Too
know?
much.
We diss
Word.
them in a reasonable way.
Word.
That's understandable. Today, friends can be tomorrow's enemies, right? And isn't that so scary? Like, you don't know who's who. Like, you don't
That's an
know
old one, bro. I haven't heard that quote in a long time. That's a military quote.
if someone's nice or not. Zen is evil. Here's one thing that I really like about Zen, though. I think Zen is really, really good at, like, keeping everything categorized, you know? Like, I know Zen is a troll and all, but I trust Zen a lot. I feel like Zen is really good at remembering what is said online and what is not. And Zen is very careful. So everyone
You
in
can tell
VTuber kind of has
Zen's
that
careful.
mentality where
Nobody
everyone
knows
is
who
very,
Zen
very
is.
like careful with what they say. And I feel very comfortable because of it. I'm not gonna lie. Like, no one is out here being like, I'ma give you my for real political take, okay? Like, everyone's just like, okay, you know what I'm gonna do today?
They play it safe. They basically play it safe, which is, you know, it is what it is. You know, not everybody wants to talk about real life. Some people want to stay strictly an entertainer, and some people would say that that is a good thing. So, you know, there's somebody for everybody. Not everybody needs to be Hassan Piker, just like not everybody needs to be Michi. You feel me? So, you know, there's content for everybody, and the entertainment and content, whether you want it to be real, political, or just made up, it's all up to you. So yeah. I'll see you guys on the next one. This was a interesting video. Honestly, Michi explains her problems about making friends nowadays. I thought it would be way more straightforward, but we eventually got there. I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.